Hey guys, my name is Gloria and welcome back to my channel. So this is possibly a little late, I probably should have done it last week, but this is my November wrap up of all the books that I read in November. So I had the number 20 in my head, but I didn't quite get there. But I still did acceptable 17 books, and for once, a lot of them, I was going to say most, but I don't think it was most, but a lot of them, not most, I thought most, a lot of them were actually physical books. This was because I had a few review books to get through, but I really wanted to get through, other than this one, these two, my Portable Magic books subscription books that I have not been reading since June. So I almost got all of the ones, so it should have really been 18, but I'm still on the last one from that list, which is just really boring me, so it's taking a lot longer than it should to read, but I'm almost done. I think I could do it today if I really wanted to. But for the books that I actually did read, a lot of them were physical, so I'll go through the physical ones first. So I did already put up reviews for the Eternal Transit Society, this little cult sort of cosmic horror novella, and also Truth of the Shadows by Slade Templeton, which is a book about some dark entities and a mental health facility, and it's also got some virtual reality stuff that you can log into after you read the book, and a cool music score as well that you can listen to if you have the special editions. For the books that I read for Portable Magic Books, it was all of these. So Dave vs. Monsters. I only put post-its for things that really annoy me, so it's going to be an interesting one to review. We also have The Fading by Christopher Ransom, a horror book about a guy who can go invisible. I don't know. I will know when I do the review of it. We also have The Sin Eater, which was more of a fantasy novel, sort of a fantasy murder mystery set in like the 16th century. It was quite interesting. We have The Hollow Ones, which is kind of like a police procedural. It's about FBI agents and weird demon things, co-written by Guillermo del Toro. I also read the popular Mexican Gothic, which did not turn out the way that I expected it to for a Gothic novel, but it's definitely interesting, definitely something new. And then we have The Possession and the Repossession. I would have preferred not to get repossessed, let's just put it that way. But I will be doing either individual reviews or more than likely like double reviews where I sort of compare two of these books. So that is all of the physical books that I read. For the not physical books, I finally finished that One Door Away from Heaven by Dean Koontz. My god, that man loves dogs. I mean, I love dogs, I adore dogs, but my god, man, you love dogs, don't you? Like, I love dogs, I love seeing dogs everywhere. I love when dogs don't die in horror movies and horror books, but I think you need to rein in the dog love, you know, to write about something else, maybe. That's all I'm saying. I also had a few reviews up for Tales of the Lost Volume 2. That was a charity anthology with Joe Hill, Neil Gaiman, short stories from all kinds of people where they were raising money for COVID relief. There's also a song for the end, a cool kind of punk rock, bloody, gory short novella. There was this thing in the lake, about a thing in the lake. There's also Kept from Cages that I'm really glad I read. I'm looking forward to the second one of that. I just filmed the review for Ladies of the Canyon, so that will be going up very soon. Might go up, probably up before this, to be honest. I still have to do a review, film a review for The Mirror, but I'm going to have to reread that book. It's a novella, it's quite short, I think it's only 100 pages or so, so it's not that big a deal, but I'm not entirely sure what happened in it, so I will need to read it a second time. And I think the only other one is Unsafe Words, which is a short story collection by Lauren Rhodes, and was very interesting. There's some very interesting themes, different perspectives in those stories, and I'm interested in telling you guys about a few of those. So not only did I read 17 books, and according to Goodreads I read 4,650 pages. I shall be finishing this book and adding it to the review pile for this, but I also I still have to read a load of review books as usual, but if I can pick the bloody thing up, I'm going to be reading this before the end of 2020 because people keep telling me it's fitting. It looks terrifying. It looks like a chunker. It looks like you're never going to get through it. This version that I have is at least 1,320 pages, which seems terrifying, but when I really think about it, it's not that much. Like, I read at least 4 times this last month, and while what a noise. While it's today is the 9th, I think, 9th of December, I still have plenty of time. So yeah, I'm gonna get through this. Still have review books as well, but like, if I can get through 4,000 in November. I keep thinking that I'm slowing down my reading, but like, I'm gonna like end up in a reading slump or something, which honestly would be kind of a mental rest for me. But it turns out that it only happens when the book's really boring. So this is a romance, not a horror novel in any way for me. So it's just really boring me. But I will get through it, I will finish it. And I will finish this as well. It's just, it's so clean. I don't know if I bought this myself or if I must have. It doesn't look like it's been read, but it just seems so clean. It reminds me of when I first got The Lord of the Rings. I got like a tome of all the books together, and there's just so many pages. So many pages. So that is what I will be reading for this month, as well as some other reviews that I hope to get through, and possibly, well, definitely slowing down a lot for November. I still have my my TBR cart behind me, so I want to get through a lot of the physical books here that I got this year and just haven't got around to, and there's also a few novellas and stuff that I bought off indie authors that I just haven't got around to reading yet, and I really want to, they're ones that I bought myself because I wanted to support them, and I really need to get around to reading and reviewing those as well. So that is my November wrap up. Yeah, I hope everyone is staying as safe as they can. Let me know what you read in November, and if you have any plans for December for what you're reading. I know there was a booktuber that said that she was going to read The Stand. I think she's rereading it. That's why I decided to just join in and be like, yeah, I'm reading this as well. I'm not sure. I think it was Taylor Talks Tales. So let me know what you are reading for December. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and If you like what I'm doing here, you can like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate everyone who has subscribed already, and I shall see you in the next video.